Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my trash. This is so big. I filled this whole box of empties and we have a lot to get through, so let's just dive right in. I'm not gonna like sort through them or anything. We're just gonna power through. So first of all, my favorite Micellar Water. I pretty much always have this in my empties. It's the Garnier brand. And I just find it really gentle on my skin. I love it for removing little traces of makeup or kind of touching up after washing my face or what have you. I'm usually forgetting to save my candles, but I had to save this one because this is one of my all-time favorites from Bath & Body Works, Rose Water and Ivy. It smells so good. It's a really, really, really nice rose scent. I think they discontinued the body care in this scent, which is a huge bummer, but you can still get the candle and I really love it. It's such a nice, like, in your powder room kind of fragrance. This is a huge achievement. Whenever I finish a powder, this is a loose face powder, I feel so accomplished because it takes a long time. And this is one of my favorites, the Cody Airspun. Really vintage classic. I always talk about remembering my grandma using this and like this little pattern being on her vanity and how it used to capture my heart and my imagination and how it smells like her. It smells like such good grandma hugs. I love this powder and it does a good job as well on the face. So huge achievement that got finished off. This was in translucent extra coverage. I usually just get translucent. This was by the brand Lather, and it's a lavender and eucalyptus foot cream. Smelled really good, really soothing. I like to put on a thick foot cream or like lotion for feet specifically before bed, so that was great. Oh, this smelled so good. Speaking of amazing thick lotions and creams, this is the Raw Sugar brand that you get at, I think I mostly see it at Target. Their body butter in the scent Lemon Sugar was amazing. It smelled like dessert. As you can see, I got every drop out of there. This was delightful. I love to slather on a good body butter. Okay, this is another really big achievement in the body butter category. The Queen Helene brand Cocoa Butter. This is very rich. Downright oily. It goes on like a cocoa butter, but it gets kind of oily on the skin, so depends if you're into that or not, but I personally love to just bask in hydration, so I love this stuff. It's a really good price point. You can get it at like Walmart and it smells good because it's like that cocoa butter deliciousness. Here is one of my favorite face mists. I always keep this in stock by Glossier. It's just a rose water spray. I use it like a toner. I keep it in my fridge in the summer and I spritz myself whenever I'm like hot or I come inside. It's just like a standby for me. This was a little sample I finished up by It Cosmetics. It was their Secret Sauce Moisturizer. And I really liked this. I was using it as a before bed moisturizer. I kind of feel like maybe it's meant to be more of a primer. I'm not sure, but it's very hydrating and lovely. All right, here's an empty bag of Epsom salts. Which scent was this one? Cannabis, Hemp Seed Oil, and it actually smelled good. It did not smell like cannabis. It smelled sort of, I don't know, like kind of fresh, I would say. But anyway, I really liked it. I found it very relaxing. It's obviously not like, there's nothing psychoactive or like mind altering in here. It's just like from hemp seeds. But that was a very relaxing Epsom salt, and I always use Epsom salts in my bath so I can like soak and heal myself. Speaking of the Bath & Body Works Rose Water and Ivy, this might have been one of the last lotions I feel like, because I haven't seen it in stock. So of course I had to do the old trick and cut it open. And you can use, you know, you can reach in there, use a Q-tip, use a beauty spatula if you have one of those little tiny spatulas, and get every drop of the lotion out. So good. I don't often share my sheet masks either, but I did remember to save this one. I really like this brand, Nature Republic, and this one is aloe. So I've been getting like a little bit of sun this summer, trying to keep it under wraps with like a sun hat and SPF and everything. But I still find this really soothing after like those sunny summer days. Empty toothpaste, Crest 3D White. We've talked about this before. Oh, it's the Radiant Mint is the flavor that I like, and you gotta squeeze it from the bottom. I think we all know that. Here is a makeup empty. This was Misha brand, and it's their Magic Cushion. It's like a CC cushion, and this looks so gross because it's like thoroughly used up, but I really liked it as a light foundation. I love that you don't have to use your fingers at all. You can just use like the pad that comes with it. You don't need to have a brush. So easy. And it was like a really nice level of like light coverage. And the color was number 27 with SPF 50 in here. So I thought that was a great, easy, everyday coverage option. Okay, this is a moisturizer with SPF 30. We're all about the SPF. But I really like this. I think I'll keep using it. It was Physicians Formula brand, and they have a line that's like rosé all day. Kind of confusing because it's rosé with the accent, but then it's rose. It's not like the wine rosé. It's rose scented, very mild scent. And then cute packaging with the pink and the roses, so that matters. And yeah, I liked this for a daily moisturizer that's at more of like a drugstore price point than a Sephora price point. Speaking of higher price points, speaking of SPF, my Holy Grail Skin Hand Cream, Rich Girl Hand Cream by Deborah Lipman. It has SPF 25, that's what really sets it apart. I think I have a whole video dedicated to my love for this hand cream. It's so good, it's so rich. I've talked about it a lot, but I love it. And of course, we got it all out of there. Oh, this is a sad one. Oh, this is a really sad one. Moment of silence for my Laszlo Hydrotherapy Memory Sleep Mask. Sometimes I get sentimentally attached to things, but this is all cleaned out. It is a really nice overnight mask. It had this amazing gelatinous texture to it, and it just goes on like a cloud dream from heaven with like this cool soothing temperature. I just love it. All right, here is an antioxidant serum. I was using this for my morning vitamin C for a while. May Love brand. This was recommended to me by my esthetician friend. I always love her recommendations. And it's called the Glow Maker. Holy Grail lip balm is Empty Bite Agave. There's probably a few of these in here. I've talked in the past how I like to scoop out the little bit of product that's left in this style, like these twist up style tubes. So I will be mining this for future chapstick. We have another body cream, Coco Cabana. This is by Sol de Janeiro brand. I'm really hit or miss on this fragrance. In fact, I think I'm miss on it because I did not finish it. I did not finish it, and we all know how rare that is for me. Like with my empties, I like lick them clean. But this, I don't know, the scent suddenly didn't smell good anymore. I don't know if they changed it or if maybe this probably just got a little bit old, but it smells like buttered popcorn. So do you guys like this scent? I don't know. I think I'm over it. Here's a big one. This is my shaving cream of choice. I love this brand, Kuchi, and it's in the frosted cake scent. It smells so good. I love this big old bottle. It's pretty much like conditioner, like it's very creamy, and so it's so soothing to shave with. I used to get itchy legs. I love it. And what I do to get every drop out of these is once I'm like at the bottom, I just start adding water and mixing it with water until it gets so watery that it's like I might as well shave with water at that point. But that helps you get every drop out of those types of products that have water as the first ingredient. Okay, here was a deodorant, Dove Advanced Care Rose Petal Scent. Very mild rose, like, but nice and fresh. Very light rose scent. I think I might have to restock this. I usually kind of bounce around on deodorants. I don't have like a holy grail. All right. This is my favorite, probably like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this my favorite foundation of life. The IT Cosmetics CC Plus. I don't like the like illuminating one, that one's a little too shimmery. But this one, just plain old CC cream, SPF 50, and I get it in the shade light. This stuff is amazing. So as you can see, once I pumped everything out, I cut it open, and it's a messy endeavor to get every drop out of foundation, but when you're dedicated, you do what you gotta do. And I was like scooping in there for a good, probably an extra week or maybe even 2 weeks of foundation use. It starts to dry out once you cut the tube, but that stuff is not cheap. Like That is a higher end CC cream in my opinion. All right, here was a hand cream we used up. I really like this, Mary Kay Satin Hands. Soothing, hydrating, but not as like oily and rich as like my Deborah Lipman Rich Girl hand cream. Another face, what is this? A water sleeping mask. I used it like a nighttime moisturizer by the brand Laneige. It was just this cute little sample that I got. I think it was in the Sephora birthday gift perhaps. But yeah, really nice one. I don't feel the need to like buy it in the full size though. All right, we have another face spray that I stand by. This is the Trader Joe's Rosewater Facial Toner. I'd say it's very comparable to the Glossier one. I like the Glossier one a little bit better because it feels like a little more hydrating, but this is a really good basic toner. I always love my Trader Joe's beauty products. Definitely one that I always keep in stock. Oh, this looks so gross. This is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner, and it has fermented like rose petals in it. And that has always turned me off to this toner in the past because rose petals are so pretty until you get them like this and they're like, ah, it looks really nasty. It's like brown and sloshy. But what happened with this was, did I refill it? No, I don't think I did actually. Yeah, so sometimes when I have a product that has like flower petals in it, I will use it up and then refill it with a similar product so it can keep soaking up like the fermented rose petals in here. But with this one, it just started to look too disgusting and I just couldn't do it anymore. All right, the Kiehls Creme de Corps Nourishing Dry Body Oil. Not a huge fan of this because it's dry. I don't like dry oils. They weird me out. Like, where do they go? Like I said, I like to feel very hydrated, so I like my oils to be oily. But I usually love everything by the Kiehls brand. Oh, this was so good. I'm sad that this is empty. Shiseido SPF 50 Plus Spray. This is a really nice one to have for summer. I would just spray it on right on top of my makeup, and I felt like it helped my makeup set. And even though it's not like a super fine mister, I never had a problem with like globules of SPF on my face. It came out really nicely and I got a lot of coverage out of it. And this is a good size. I mean, it's a little higher end product, but like for SPF, I feel like that's worth splurging on. Have we not done Empties since before Easter? Or did I do another Easter face mask randomly? It's probably been that long since we did Empties because I like to have a big haul for you guys. And I really use everything up, as you know, so it takes me a little while, but I like to think it's worth it when we go through, when we really dig into the trash. So yeah, this must be from Easter. I did like a girls' night. We watched Easter Parade, which is such a cute old movie, and did these little Easter face masks. So that's fun. I've done probably hundreds of sheet masks since then, but I try to save like special ones randomly. And I just got this on Amazon. I just was like looking up cute themed face masks. Okay, speaking of masks, I just want to mention I'm still completely obsessed with my Foreo device. I have the UFO one. It's like a little circle and you put this little circular mask on it and then it goes with the app on your phone and it like vibrates and massages and it heats up and it has LED lights and it is so cool. So cool. It's definitely an investment, but if you are a skincare junkie, I cannot recommend it enough. I use it pretty much every day. I just love it. It's so nice in the morning or it's so nice at night. It's amazing. We're at the point in these empties where everything is covered in like a fine mist of a mixture of all of these products. What was this? Oh yeah, this was a daily SPF. This was the Paulas Choice brand and I did really like this one too, SPF 30, but higher, you know, slightly higher price point. I think it's pretty reasonable, but I have been kind of erring on the side of drugstore products more so lately, so stay tuned probably in my next empties to see more of those that I have used up. So Sunday Riley Good Genes. This is a lactic acid. People rave about this and it's supposed to be just amazing for revitalizing your skin and meh. I personally don't think it's worth the money on that. But maybe some people's skin just like really respond well to lactic acid, but for me, I didn't have any life-changing results from that. Here's a product I'm so sad got discontinued. The Trader Joe's Rose Face Oil. I got this tiny one in my advent calendar, Trader Joe's beauty calendar. I highly recommend that at Christmas time. It's so much fun. And they had these little samples of the rose face oil and I loved it. I mean, the price point on the Trader Joe's beauty products you cannot beat, but sadly they don't have that right now. Maybe they'll bring it back like next Valentine's Day though. I must have used up a scrub because everything is covered in like sugar kind of. Oh, it's probably the Epsom salt. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in my Empties. This is my favorite lip sleeping mask by Laneige. Oh, my real favorite because this is the vanilla flavor and it's so good. I like it the most. Delicious. This was kind of a special one. You know how I get sentimental about my Empties? This was a gift and I made this last so long, and then when it finally ran out, I refilled it with a different body oil because I just thought this was a really pretty, like it looks like a nice perfume, but it's a body oil by Nuxe, N-U-X-E, Nuxe. And this is a dry oil, but it didn't feel too dry. Like I still felt like I put oil on afterwards, and it smelled really nice. Okay, here is a surprise good product that I did not expect to love. Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Serum. And I thought, I don't know, I just had low expectations for this. It goes on kind of like water and I was like, this is nothing. But literally overnight my nails looked so much better because I wear press-on nails, and sometimes when you take your press-on nails off, it's a little shocking. Like it's a little alarming. Like I think mainly because my nails will just look really dry and like maybe there'd be some glue on there, and I was like, am I ruining my nails with press-ons? Possibly, but I would take like a day off in between applying nails and use this Hard as Nails serum, and oh my gosh, like overnight, like little cuts in the nail seemed to heal. It was crazy. Like things I thought I would just have to grow it out just magically got better with that serum. Here is an eyeliner. This is like the Doll Face brand. I really liked this one, like felt tip style. And it has a firmer tip. I've talked about this one. So I like it because you can kind of stamp it on your eyelid as opposed to dragging it across your eyelid, which doesn't make a very straight line. Okay, here's another higher end empty. Did I finish this or did I give up on it? Nope, I finished it. But I didn't love this Tatcha cream, which is so shocking because, I mean, everybody loves Tatcha, right? But I kind of felt like it was breaking me out. This is the Dewy Skin Cream. But I suffered through because it's so beautiful. The packaging is so beautiful, and I was like not positive if this was why I was getting the occasional little blemish here and there. I think it might have been why, because my skin has been pretty clear lately, and I finished this probably like a month ago. But anyway, look at the packaging. It's so pretty, and then it has this spoon on top. I just love how they incorporate the spoon and it like holds itself in place there. So I will be keeping this at least because I can still use this in other products. You know, in fact, sometimes I like to just wash these out and refill them. Like this is a nice little jar. It's not glass, but it's like a nice thick plastic. So I'll probably just reuse that with like, you know, drugstore lotion in it, but it'll feel more special. Here's some more eye products. We have the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. I had to give up on this because the point is so huge. It's like a child's thick crayon. So if you're going for a really intense cat eye, it would be great because it would happen pretty fast. You wouldn't have to do a bunch of layers of eyeliner. But I just thought that was like a bit much on the daily for me, so I gave up on it. And that's the nice thing about like e.l.f. products. They're so affordable. I don't feel like it was a huge waste that I didn't quite finish that one. Because using an eyeliner until it's completely dried out is a commitment. One that I have achieved several times, as you'll see. But here's an e.l.f. product I do always love. Well, there's nothing left to show you, but it's a twist up brow pencil. Always go for this one. It's $2 and the color is taupe. So that's a classic for me. I think, are there more eye products? I should just grab those out. Yep, there was another e.l.f. brow pencil, again in taupe. There was my two favorite mascaras. Toothpaste Better Than Sex. I love this one. I have a very hard time calling a time of death on this product because I know you're supposed to only use eye products for like 3 months, I believe is the recommendation. I personally choose to stretch it usually with my use by dates on things because I want to always get the value out of it. But I finally had to call it on this mascara. I think I did use it for like 6 months, but it was finally to the point where it was so dry that it wasn't like achieving anything. But I love this mascara, and I know everybody's different with mascaras, but this one works so well for me. Like, see the brush? I like it when the brush is just that like thick mayhem of bristles. I don't like the mascaras that have like a nice tidy little row of bristles. I feel like I get a lot more fullness out of that brush style. So I do really believe in this formula, but that's something to keep in mind when you're shopping for mascara. Like, I think those thick brushes make for thick lashes, personally. And then this is my favorite lower lash mascara. So you can see, totally different brush, like a cute little teeny tiny brush. So you can get like the under lashes without just wreaking havoc on your face. And this is just called, I think, Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. So I love both of those. Here is another sheet mask. Which one was this? Mediheal Collagen. Love the Mediheal masks. They're really fun. Sometimes they're like 2 steps, like a serum and a sheet mask, and it's just like more fabulousness. Oh, I'm so sad that this is empty. This might be practically one of my top favorite products out of all of these things. Soap and Glory brand. They make the cutest products, and this body buttercream was delicious. It smelled so good. Like, I would love if this came in a perfume. It smelled amazing, and I would like slather it on after my bath, and my husband would be like, "What perfume are you wearing? You smell so good." I'm like, "It's just this lotion." Pistachio, almond, and sweet vanilla. Delectable, delicious. Also just great coverage as a body cream, but you know, like, the price point's kind of high for how fast I go through body lotion. Like, I'm a tall girl, there's a lot of real estate, and I think we've mentioned once or twice I like to hydrate, so I go through it really fast. So that's like a splurge for me to get a higher end, or that's not even higher end, you know, drugstore, but like, I think it was $12 for that tub. Anyway, bar soap. I love this one by Dove. It's the pink one. You gotta get the pink one because the pink one has like cream built into it, so it's not that drying. Unless you like to feel squeaky clean, like literally squeaky, this one won't make you squeak because it's like a little bit hydrating, and so that's what I love to use. We have another deodorant. This is also the Dove Advanced Care, and this one is Beauty Finish. I like it because it has a little pearl on it. And yeah, it just smells really nice and light and fresh as well. Okay, here is a lovely face cream I was sad to use up. Fresh, the Rose line, Deep Hydration, gone. She is out of here. Like, so far gone. But this lasted me a really long time because this was a birthday gift in February, and I finished it up in probably July. And I used it every night in between. So I think that lasted a really long time considering this is only 1.6 ounces. But it's just really hydrating, so a little dab will do ya. And I love the Fresh products. They are very fun to splurge on. Okay, here's a more budget-friendly night cream that I also always come back to. Olay, Night of Olay. Super simple and standard, but does the job. Like, I like to mix it with an oil so it's a little more hydrating, but it's a nice one. Favorite makeup removers, just plain old Neutrogena face wipes. I don't use those every night, but if I need a makeup wipe, that's what I prefer to use because, again, I don't think they're too drying. 2 more of my beloved Bite Agave lip balms. Like I said, there's still some product in there, so we don't have to throw those away. This was a fun face mist. I'm really getting into the brand Pixie. They do some really great little products. And this one was like a white face mist. Hydrating milky mist, had hyaluronic acid, and I loved this. I also kept this one in the refrigerator, and it just felt so nice to mist it on my face throughout the day. Favorite of life for me and for your grandma probably. Pond's Cold Cream. This is the stuff. This is the makeup remover, the face cleanser of my life. I just love it so much. This was like a big old vat of it from the drugstore. Completely went through it. I wish the shape was a little easier to dig into, but you know, the shape is iconic, so far be it from me to suggest they change it. Here's another one that I didn't use up, which is so sad because this is a nice product. Kate Somerville Retinol Treatment. And it comes out like a foam. Let's see, I didn't finish it, so you shake it and it just comes out like a foam. Oh gosh. Are you guys seeing what's happening here? Looks like I'm trying to graffiti. That's probably like all over the lens now. Anyway, I could not love this product. I don't know why. I couldn't get excited to use it. I've never quite gelled with retinol products that well anyway. But something about the foam consistency. I don't know, I'm so sad. I just couldn't make myself use it, and I had it for so long, and finally, even I had to call it, and I was like, this has got to be expired. It's been forever. So that's a shame that that didn't go to good use. Here's another favorite foundation, Clinique Beyond Perfecting. I had it in the shade Ivory, 06 Ivory. I don't know if that was right. But I love the coverage on it, and it doesn't have SPF in it. Otherwise, I really, really like it. Another nice Sephora product I just had to force myself to finish, Sunday Riley Luna. And this is also a retinol, and maybe I don't know why, I just don't get excited to use a retinol. I really don't know why. Well, this one doesn't smell good, so that's part of it. I've had people say it smells like hay. It's just, it's not that great. But that said, I did power through, and my skin was not mad at me for it, so it's not a bad product. This was a lovely little sample of the Squalane oil by Biossance. Very, very nice face oil, so good. Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme. Pretty sure this was just a little moisturizer that I got to try. Loved it. I really like Estee Lauder products a lot. Almond Supple Skin Oil by L'Occitane, or yeah, L'Occitane, right? So good, smells so good. I love anything that smells like almonds, and that's really fun to use in the shower because it like lathers up even though it's an oil. Living Proof Restore Perfecting Spray. This was again kind of like a sample size hair product, and I really liked this for getting a good silky blowout. Yeah, I'll probably pick that up in the full size. I finished this little lip liner. I mean, I could keep using this, but it's pretty much been sharpened down to a nub. Like, it reminds me of when you were in school and you had that one pencil that you're like determined to make work. It's like so to the bottom. But anyway, I like just the plain Sephora lip liners. They're like, you know, pretty standard. They get the job done. This was just in the color red, and I loved it. Another Sunday Riley sample. This is the Good Genes Lactic Acid. So I finished that in addition to my old full size. Oh, here's a sample I got like at Target, I think in my pickup order. Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer, and this has SPF 35. And I really liked it. Like, it was a good drugstore SPF. But bear with me here because this packaging is ugly. Like, the full size looks like this. I was literally going to add it to my next order. And then I was so disappointed to see that the full size is that same like lime green and blue. And I know people totally scoff at caring about packaging, but I do care about packaging, and I do think it motivates us to use our skincare because it's like, ooh, pretty, and like you just want to grab it and use it. And that's not how the Cetaphil packaging makes me feel. So I'm sorry to say I'm not going to get that full size probably until it comes out in pink. But it does have kind of like an SPF smell to it, which I don't really like. That type of sunscreen that smells really strongly, so maybe it's just as well that the packaging isn't cute. I had this little sample. I feel like maybe we talked about this before. The Oola and Rixen has like a day and a night serum, and I had been saving it to use on a trip because it was nice. It was like 10 days worth of these little samples. And I've started, if you can't tell by all these little sample sizes, I've started to like go through my travel toiletries since we aren't traveling that much. So I used it up. I didn't feel the need to like purchase it though. It was the Invigorating Night Transformation Gel and the Sheer Transformation Moisturizer, which was not as rich as I like my night creams to be. And then we have another little Laneige lip balm. This is like in the berry scent. So cute and pink. and I cannot live without this lip balm. It is a must for me, so I was very happy to use that up. And that's all the empties. This is just like a random, I think this fell off of my little chair that I sit at my vanity on. But yes, that is everything. So we used some stuff up. I think we can be pretty proud of these accomplishments, you guys. And hopefully you got some ideas for some of my favorites in that stack, and also some things that I don't personally think are worth investing in, because I think you should choose what you truly want to invest in, that you're going to be excited to reach for and excited to use, and you're going to bust out that beauty spatula and get every last drop and just soak it up, because that is the whole point. So thank you for watching, sharing with me in another round of talking trash, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!